let's talk phonetic spellings. Phonetic spellings are whenever you write a word based on the sounds that you hear. This is actually really important for young writers and readers. Some people think, but yeah, they're not learning how to spell the word correctly. That's okay. Whenever they're 4, 5, even 6 years old, what you're trying to get them to do is to learn how to use those sounds to form words. It makes it so that there's a strong connection between letter symbols creating a word and those sounds creating a word and the word itself. So for instance, and I know I made another video on this, but I thought I would make an additional video where I'm not being quite so silly with it. I had my class label the ice rink. And in the ice rink, there were some labels. And this was bucket. This is how a child heard bucket. Bucket. Okay, I can hear what the child is hearing, right? This was for plate. But this child didn't have the ol sound developed yet. So she heard plate. However, you can see whenever you break it down how she was hearing it, and it makes sense to her to understand that she wrote a word that makes sense. Now, this one I thought was so cute because this is actually a pretty hard sound for kids to get a lot of times, but it's snacks, S-N-A-X, snacks. So whenever she heard snacks, she didn't understand that it would be C-K-S because we haven't taught that rule yet, but she does know that X says X, and we have a movement for it and everything else. And I had to add this one because it's one of my all-time favorites. Drink. This is how she hears drink. But whenever you say it, based on these sounds, you can also pretty well hear what she was hearing. All right, so don't forget, let your kiddos use phonetic spelling. It doesn't have to be perfect when they're young. This is how they learn that they can use those sounds to make words.